YouTube, how's it going? It's the Groggy Trucker again. And today has been one of the most annoying days. Bad. All bad. It's Saturday. I'm at a pilot in, just outside of Columbus, Ohio. Ohio has too many cities. They got Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, Dayton, Toledo. It's a tiny little fucking state. They got all these big cities that everybody knows the names of. I don't know, maybe they're doing things right. But the annoying day, yeah. So yesterday, if you watch my video, you know I ended the day at a rinky-dink little rest area in the middle of nowhere, Fuckingville, Ohio. Got back up about midnight, went back to bed about 2 because, well, I'm not going to stay up all night waiting for a load that doesn't come. I got back up again a little before 8 o'clock this morning. This is Eastern time. I usually end up operating in the time zone that I'm working in, even though my logging is all done by Central Time. But they sent me a load early this morning for a load going down to Memphis. Start writing down the information. It's only about 300 miles, but it's still a halfway decent load. I didn't even get, 3 minutes is all I had, and they took the load away from me. I'm like, what the hell? So I wait. Then they get me a load going up to an Amazon to drop off my empty trailer, to pick up another empty trailer to take back to the Columbus terminal to have it repaired. 70 miles. Or no, like 73 miles, something like that. It was a really shitty load. But, I'm like, okay, well, I get to the Swift terminal. Then they'll give me something else, right? I mean, they have to.
A new message has arrived. A new message has arrived.
Sounds like
a new message has arrived.
Let's hope so. So I get there, I drop my trailer off at this Amazon place. They don't have the trailer I'm supposed to be picking up to take to repair there. It's at a drop yard. The most horrid of directions. Distances on where these turns are all fucked up. Lady had no clue what she was talking about. And I'm like, can you see it? Is it easily visible? Oh, I don't know. I've never been there. Then why are you giving me directions? So I get there. This drop yard looks like where they send trailers to fucking die. It's a trailer boneyard. It's a couple square miles large. I mean, it's huge. There's one Swift trailer that I found in there. Finally, after driving around there for, it must have been about 45 minutes I was driving around that drop lot. I called dispatch to find out, where the hell the trailer is, because they can pinpoint these trailers down to the inch. Okay? I mean, they've got tracking on them. They can pinpoint exactly where they're at. Last time I had to call and find out where one is, they told me exactly which spot and which row that the trailer was in, that I must have driven past 4 times, didn't see it. Okay. So the trailer's not even there. It's somewhere else getting loaded. Now, remember, I was supposed to pick this up and take it into the shop for repairs. But it's somewhere else getting loaded. Okay. While I'm sitting there waiting for them to figure out because at that point they voided out the load I had. So I'm sitting there and I turn off my truck because I'm just sitting there, and the fucking ignition switch pops out of its spot. Takes about 15 minutes to get it jimmied back into a place where I can actually get the truck started. Call breakdown, go to the Ohio terminal. And while I'm sitting there waiting for the shop to get me in, they send me a couple more loads. I'm like, okay, well, let me figure out how long the shop is going to take, because I've heard stories about the simplest of repairs taking days at these Swift shops. Now, I don't want to be late on my loads because the shop took too long to fix my truck. So while I'm doing that, the load's expired. They give me a multiple choice thing, and there was a West Virginia to Chicago area load that I said I wanted, but they dispatched me on a load to pick up and drop off at the same fucking spot. 1 mile load with 60 miles empty, because remember, I'd parked at that rest area about 60 miles away. And they're like, Amazon wants you to drop your empty here ASAP. I'm not going to drop. I didn't have an empty anymore at this point. I had dropped it off at the Amazon facility that I told them about. I told them I dropped the trailer. Ended up calling, the overnight dispatch again. They finally marked it so that I had my trailer removed. Then they changed the dispatch, so I picked up at the same place I dropped off the trailer and took it less than 5 miles to the other Amazon. Hold on. West Jefferson, picking up tomorrow morning. Delivering in Pennsylvania that night. 411 loaded miles, 22 empty miles. And I'm available to reload 12:30 in the morning. Well, it's 400 miles. Goes to Pennsylvania, but what the fuck? I'll take it. Anyway, so I ended up going back to the first Amazon place, picking up the same trailer I had dropped there earlier, taking it over to another Amazon place, which is a rinky-dink little fucking place. And they're like, okay, drop your trailer and pull just out from underneath it, and we'll let you know when it's loaded and give you your bills. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just dropping this trailer. I'm not sure if I'm going to take the next, they haven't dispatched me to take the load on from here. And I asked the guy, where's it going? He's like 20 minutes away. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not taking a rinky-dink short-ass little load again. I need something that... There was a load picking up T-Call from the Swift terminal. Had 2 stops delivering in Wisconsin. I have asked 3 times for that load, and they've told me no each time. They dispatched me out at one point, and they still keep telling me no now. Alright, I'm going to accept this load picking up at 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. At least I'm at a truck stop this time. Damn. Swift is just annoying the piss out of me today. Alright, YouTube. I love you. I'll talk to you later.